Hi, welcome back to the workshop. Today we're looking at Bachmann's brand new 00 gauge 08 shunting locomotives. Now, Mike, of course, it's been a while since Bachmann came in and announced that they were doing not just the 08s but the 09s, but they're finally here and they look really fantastic.
They do. I mean, obviously the Class 08's been a long-standing part of the Bachmann collection previously, but this is entirely new tooling, brand new model from the ground up, and with lots of new features which we've not seen before on a ready-to-run model.
So what are some of these new features?
So this new Class 08's got all the working lights on it. So previous versions of the Class 08 from Bachmann, they've never had working lamps on them. But with new technology and wiring and circuit boards to be able to make all the shunting lamps work correctly. They're also multi-function as well, so you can switch different lamps on and off as required. They've also got cab lighting inside as well, factory-fitted speaker, Plux 22 decoder socket, and then obviously one of the things that was a standard hallmark of the Bachmann Class 08 was its really low-geared, real slow speed running as well.
Well, let's face it, I mean, 08s, 09s, they were seen all over the country, shunting everywhere, really, from huge marshalling yards down to the smallest yards as well. So slow speeds is definitely something that obviously modelers would be very interested in.
Definitely, yeah.
When it comes to the slow speeds and also being a short wheelbase, do they come fitted with a stay alive or with other models do these days?
So I think this is actually the first Bachmann ready-to-run model to come with a factory-fitted stay alive built into it. So we've taken a spare ESU Plux 22 decoder we've got. It's got completely the wrong sound file on it for a Class 08, which is why I've got no sound running during this video. But it's got the ability to work with the stay alive, so it does actually function. So you lift the loco off the track, the wheels will keep rotating, and the lights will stay on as well. And like I say, with a short wheelbase shunting locomotive, actually that's a really powerful thing to have that capability. Because it means then, like when you're shunting around a yard, it's not all of a sudden stall halfway through a movement. You're not having to go and nudge it to get it to move and things. It's a really very valuable thing with a small loco like this.
Now, when it comes to obviously the DCC functionality, you said obviously there's a brand new profile that Bachmann has created. What do you think the functionality of that's going to be as far as improvements are concerned?
Okay, so multiple choice now is the answer to that question. So Bachmann, like its other new diesel locos, this model is now available DCC ready, which is without a decoder in it. It's also then available DCC sound fitted, and it's also available as a DCC sound fitted deluxe version as well. So the DCC sound fitted version has all the functionality of a DCC sound decoder. It's got their own new profile for the Class 08. It's got all the ancillary functions in there. You've got full control of all the lighting as well. So you can switch the different lighting configurations on. I mean, I think as standard it works with the shunting lamps on, so you get a white and a red at each end, one at either side of the loco, which is correct for shunting operations. And then with the sound fitted deluxe one, you get the added advantage. You actually get working magnetic uncouplers as well. So you can draw up to a stop with your train. You press a function key on your DCC handset, and the magnetic coupler then raises the coupling arm up, and you can then draw away from the train, very much like the Class 31, which we reviewed
exactly
not that long ago.
Yes.
So you've got all that extra functionality then built into the loco. And obviously, in both cases, with the DCC sound decoder fitted, you've also got the stay alive doing its thing, which you can't see it doing, but it's doing its magic in the background for you.
The good thing about that, the deluxe version, as you say, with the actual automatic or at least DCC operated coupling system, is for the first time in a very long time, or maybe even ever, modelers can finally shunt their lat without having to get their hands involved.
Yeah, out of the box, hands-free shunting with a shunting loco is amazing. I mean, that is next level. We've literally never seen that before with a shunting loco where you can do that straight out of the box. You may be able to go and get an aftermarket coupling and fit it with KDs, put a magnet under the track yourself, and do a whole load of other work to make fantastic hands-free coupling yourself, but never out of the box have you had that capability.
Well, the thing is, if you think of the KD system, you had to put the magnet in the track. You could only stop in certain locations.
Yeah.
You can stop this 08 anywhere on the track, uncouple wherever you want. You're not limited by anything at all.
Absolutely, yeah. And I should add that our one hasn't got that functionality on it that's here on layout today, but that is part of the series of locos that's been produced.
Hi, I'm Anthony of HM Model Railway Store. We are located here in the High Street Mews of Leighton Buzzard with convenient links to the M1 motorway. We stock all the major manufacturers in N, 009, 00 and O. Our exclusive partners include Cavalex, Hornby, Bachmann and many others. We have a wide selection of DCC components which include controllers, decoders and many other accessories. Unique to our store is the Bachmann US Thomas & Friends collectible range. Here at AGR, we also have an exclusive range of 009 wagons from Pico and exclusive wagons in 00 from Rapido and Bachmann. We also have major accessories for all scales including Metcar, Model U, Humbrol and many others. In store we also offer our repair service, which can include DCC and DCC sound installs from our expert team. Come visit us in store or see us at one of the UK's largest model race shows up and down the country, where we specialise in the pre-owned selection of stock. Alternatively, visit our website agrmodelrailwaystore.co.uk.
Right, so as we said, they've done the 08s, they've done the 09s, but there's a few livery choices that also haven't been seen before.
Yeah, so we've got a whole array of different liveries on the first production run from Bachmann. So they've basically gone through the story from a early BR green one right through to a DB cargo red one, and within that, I think it's the first time ever that you'd be able to buy a BR blue livery, like a plain BR blue livery 09, which seems like a very strange thing not to have ever seen before. We know we've had Class 09s have been available as raised to a model before, but they've usually been in sort of the later period liveries like mainline aircraft blue or the BR rail freight plain grey, departmental grey rather, but they've not been available in the classic BR blue livery.
So how many livery variations are there in total?
So we've got 6 different liveries available on the Class 08 from Bachmann in this first production run of these new locos. So there's actually a choice of liveries which take you pretty much from the beginning of the Class 08 story in the mid-1950s right through pretty much to the present day.
And that's fantastic, because obviously if you even model a preserved line, for example, there's a reason to have an 08 in any livery you want. I mean, for example, you know, there are 08s out there in EWS livery, for example.
Exactly, yeah.
You know, and if everything is valid.
Yeah.
So we've spoken about functionality, we've spoken about the wonderful options you get with the DCC Deluxe version, but when are they available and how much are they priced at?
All right, so they're due to arrive in the shops in the next few weeks as we sit here at the end of June. So we're expecting to arrive in the shops during July 2025. Price-wise, you've got 3 different price bands for these. So it's $209.95 for the DCC ready one, $319.95 for the DCC sound-fitted model, and then for the all-singing, all-dancing sound-fitted deluxe version with the working couplings, you're looking at $349.95 at full Bachmann prices.
Well, if you are a fan of the Class 08 or Class 09 diesels, then the latest offering here from Bachmann could very well be for you. And you can read a full review of these locomotives in HM218, our August edition of Hornby magazine.
That's right, and if you head on over to keymodelworld.com, you'll also find our full array of Class 08 content at keymodelworld.com/class-08, which is a real mouthful to say on camera, but it's all there. You can read full class histories, we've got previous reviews of other models, we've got sound installations for other models, we've got the full review of these Class 08s as well, and much more besides. Thank you very much for watching today. I'm off to go shopping for a new Class 08.
Of course you are. Such a child.
You need one of these. It's a good classic shunting loco. You can't live without a Class 08 on your layout.
I'll survive.
Your new model before 1952, you'll be all right. So it's your model from 1952 onwards. You need an 08.